No, they don't cover the full frame sensor, in case you were wondering.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So right now we're on the 10-20 Tony 4. I just wanted to see if full frame was possible. It is not. We'll test the others too. We got all 3 lenses. My initial impressions were, you're gonna market vlogging material without stabilization in any of the lenses. And you know they're gonna say, use it with the ZVE10. Which also only has digital. That was my initial thought, but we will test it. Maybe it's good enough. So far, I'm liking what I see here. Can we zoom? Does it disappear? 12 mil, gone. Full frame. There's some vignetting, especially if you walk around. Okay, now we're in APS C mode. I'm gonna test each of these just to see what they look like in full frame in here, and then we go for a vlog test. And are these worth our pretty pennies? So that's not bad. 10 mil, 15 mil equiv, zooming on in to the max. 20 mil is upon you. I can't believe how light these things are. It's ridiculous. I went to weigh them. The scale didn't even register it. I was like, waiting for item is what the weight is. Waiting. Do you have anything? That's bullshit, Sony. Oh, so 11 mil, Tony 1.8, not working. Let's digital zoom. 1.2 times. Here's what you wished yours would look like on your ZVE10. This is APS C mode, but A7S III APS C mode, 1080p only. Can't do the 4K, I don't mind it. Let's switch to the 14 mil, 15 mil, 1.4. Sigma beater, the Sigma herder. I'm even more disappointed in this one that it doesn't do it. I think that's a big vignetter on that one. 1.2, 1.3, that's doable. At that point, just go into APS C mode. What are you doing? Okay, here we are in APS C mode. I find it hilarious, this lens and others. These are clear attacks on the competition. You know that. The Sigma 16mm 1.4. Sony just decided, let's go a little wider and much lighter, and good luck, Sigma. We'll see you in the desert. Here's a cup of water. That should last you. You'll be good. And then the 10-20, this one's saying, hey Tamron, that's a nice 11-20 you got there. Pretty cool. It's kind of heavy though. I don't know. That's too bad. Look how light ours is. It's cute, isn't it? You'll make something good one day. These are attacks. I've noticed lately in the Sony universe, the 16-35 Tony 4 for full frame. Sorry, Zeiss, did you have one of those as well? Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh man, ours is a lot lighter too. Is yours? No? Zeiss has Stab and 3D pop. Don't kid yourself, Sony. All right, let's switch to the ZVE10 right now, and then we go vlog with the ZVE10 to show you what Sony has in mind, and then we do a proper Sony A7S III vlog test. For some reason. We're on the ZVE10 now. Might even look better because we're in 4K versus the 1080p. What do you know about that? So this is now your new YouTuber hobo setup, basically. Like, why would you need anything different for the studio? You got the product showcase mode. I didn't turn it on, but you could just showcase shit. Ah, damn it. I should have turned it on. I don't know, man. Like, you'd be hard-pressed to beat it. I think the Sigma 16mm is more expensive. Is it even as sharp? I doubt it. There's no advantages now. Sorry, third-party lens manufacturers, you're a thing of old ye times of the past. But will this actually work when you're vlogging and moving? Let us find out. After I turn soft skin effect on high. Teenage girl skin achieved. Look who's beautiful now. Me? Huh? I'm beautiful. She's wide. We're on the 10-20. I figure we start with, in my opinion, the least desirable of the trio sisters. 0 stab on right now. Is it possible if you're just careful? It could work, because I'm afraid of that crop. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see what happens. Sony, There's no IBIS in here, it's just digital, so let's turn it on. Can't do it while recording, huh? That's a good feature. Okay, that got dramatically tight. That's a tight one there. But we have Stabe now, and I'm carefully walking. I think it's good enough. Did someone steal my skateboard? No, they didn't. Would it come to me if I called it? Come here, buddy. It's coming. I angled it wrong. It's not coming. How's the Stabe if you just skate? This should be decent. So let's switch to the 11mm 1.8. We'll compare some to the Sony because Sony active Stabe on the A7S III is only 10%, whereas here it's a good 45%. So that's a bit of a... Let's zoom. In my opinion, the zoom... Are you needing it for vlogging? I doubt it. I'm doubting you're needing that in your life. It's like if you have these flowers, you want to zoom in on it. It's not like super dramatic, but it could be good content. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, that is wide. 11mm 1.8, no stabilization on. In my opinion, this is your vlogger lens if you're in the Sony APS C system. Once Sony releases a real camera in the APS C world with nice IBIS improved, maybe a little 10% crop on that active Stabe, you might have something. You might. Autofocus smooth. Let's turn on that Stabe. Just watch the crop. Here's fully extended. Boom. Boom, shalocks. That's there's a crop on that one. It's still actually pretty wide, I gotta say. 11mm with this crop, sure it's a 50mm lens, but it's not bad, it's doable. But how's the Stabe performing? I'm trying to be careful. Like, if you just walk, most vloggers are doing this. That's their walk, they don't care. If you're on a Panasonic, it works. We're in the shade. Bad lighting. Abort. Abort the mission. Backlit. Save us. We've been saved. So if you're careful, as I will demonstrate to you in a half-lit scenario, if you're calm and easy, you might have some respectable Stabe on your hands. We got a super light system here. We got some Tonne 1.8. Just enough, I think. That might just be perfect. Now let's switch to the Sigma Killer. I have a feeling once the A7000 comes out, that's your all-in-one setup. That's your studio cam and your vlogger. Boom. Huh? There's your 1.4 now. It's a loud truck. It's kind of rude. I'm working over here. I went New York on you. So, no Stabe. This, you'd have potential here if it was just a little 10% crop. But what happens? What happens now? See, now you're pushing it. You're pushing it. You've overstepped your boundaries, Sony. You're coming into my world now. It's kind of cinematic looking, if I'm being honest with you. I'm on the Nebula. Let's not forget, I'm on a 19-inch tripod, fully extended, arm wired out there. This is what the Sony vlogging grip would look like. And here you have a ZVE10 again on your hands. But the Stabe is so brilliant that it makes up for it in every way possible. Can you believe I was about to walk back to get my skateboard when I realized the power's off? Don't tell me the board went off too. I have to walk back to get it. All right, I'm in granny mode on the skateboard. Nice and easy does it. Don't go faster than you can walk, and you'll live to talk about it. So let's go. I'm curious to see, because this has animal eye detect. I want to see some slow motion squirrel footage, eyes perfectly in focus. And we'll do a little side by side with this lens and the Sony with the 25mm Batis. That's very close. So you'll get to see, like, is it really worth going up to full frame for that extra Tonne? You'll see it in action. Wow. How's the Stabe on a scooter with zero Stabe whatsoever? No lens Stabe, no body, no digital. Just truth hitting us in the wind. It's working really nice, isn't it? Because I took the Olympus out with the Laowa 7.5mm for this skateboard review, and it was wobbling. It was wobbling pretty hard. I didn't even have digital Stabe on it. That's on me. I'm turning. Let's stop doing this. You know, I'm not seeing animal eye detect in slow-mo. There's no box coming up. Let me see if it's coming. Are you doing it? Recognize the squirrel. Come here. I'm not seeing no boxes. Recognize him. Sony, why? Sony, why? What a nicely exposed scene we have there. I love the flashing shutter speed, signifying that I got everything right. So, seems like Sony full frame is retaining the sky for some reason due to its dynamic range superiority. I said that perfectly. So Sony ZVE10 15mm 1.4 versus Sony A7S III Zeiss Batis 25mm Tony 2. Roughly toniature equivalence is being achieved. But ZVE10 is squirrel racist, as I've discovered, as well as bird action with a 15mm lens doesn't seem to be the key, is it? No. Alright, I just want to test this lens on the A7S III for vlogging a bit, then I'm going to go home, review the footage, and let you know what I think, which is worth buying through my affiliate links. Which one? One of them. We're just in standard color profile for both. I didn't do log on the full frame to have even more of an advantage. But those clips are highlighting, you know what I mean? I switched the lenses. Oh, take that. ZVE10 with the master class Zeiss lens. That actually looks pretty nice now. I think we're not clipping, mostly clipping, but Sony just ignores me on the full frame. It doesn't expose for the face, really. That's APS C mode, and we've been in HD the whole time on full frame. Take that. All right, I was just curious to see. We're on the Sony A7S III 15mm 1.4 active stabe in full frame mode. I see those corners. They're pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So if you zoom in just a bit, right there, 1.3 times, and now I'm not in focus probably. I don't know what it reverts to, but the box disappears. It could be done. Let's just switch to APS C mode. So now we're in a respectable 10% crop with the active stabe. Is it stable? Because we have IBIS and active stabe now. That could be the glorious thing. If Sony comes out with an A7000 with IBIS, improved over the full frame, because you have lots of room to wiggle around in that mount, and you add a slight 10% active stabe crop, this is what you could get. Side by side with this lens of the ZVE10 earlier in a completely different lighting scenario on another street in another time. Who wins? Your heart. One of you has done it. Me, most likely. All right, active stabe off. I'm gonna go home now, review the footage, and see myself what the stabe looks like. How bad is it? You've already seen it, but my expert opinion is so much more highly valued than yours. There was a bug on the lens. Did you see it? I'm gonna leave. All right, we learned some stuff. I've been over the footage now. I gotta say, not bad. The stabe was good enough. Even if you're careful, even in the active stabe, it's just digital. No IBIS, no lens stabe. If you're careful, that's the key word. It's actually decent. It's micro four thirds level with the odd jerk. That's not bad. It's just the crop, yeah. I mean, you kind of wish they would come with a 10%, 15% crop, but it's 45% to get what we got. So these end up being, here's some specs for you. The 11mm lens is a 24mm with active stabe. The 15mm is a 32mm, and the 10 to 20 is a 22 to 43. And there's the weights with no lens cap, lens hood on, back cap off. That's what you would use in real life. All the lens weights are lies. You're all lies. So that Sigma weight before, 405, it might be like 435 with the lens hood. They didn't say it. I mean, there's no current camera that even deserves these lenses, but they're nice lenses. Hot damn, they're good. I like all of them. If I was vlogging, I would go for the 11mm 1.8. That's the widest, nicest toniature. The 10 to 20, I'm not blown away by a Tony 4 on an APS C. I would pass on that one. I would probably also get the 15mm for the studio. I'm not sure that you could do a studio rig with the 11mm, or could you? Had to bring you a little closer. 11mm 1.8 now. Maybe you could get by with it as a YouTuber's lens, but I wouldn't count your horses. I'm a little disappointed in the Sony Animal Eye Detect, but that has nothing to do with these lenses. It doesn't recognize squirrels. That's bullshit. I feel like these lenses pretty much debunk the competition. Like the Sigma 16mm, that's basically dead now. This is almost half the weight, and most third-party lenses, not only are they heavier, they don't autofocus as well, and the active stab doesn't behave the same. So this is like absolutely a Sigma killer. So sorry, Sigma. The 10-24 is like, nobody cares. I don't love that power zoom, but I didn't even try to zoom with the rocker. That would have been way better. Why didn't I couldn't tell because they're so close. The focus ring and the other thing. You could do them both at the same time. I have done it. Oh, there's a power zoom right on there. Oh, why didn't I touch any of the features? I suck at reviewing things. Hopefully some of my more esteemed colleagues have gone through the actual details of the lenses and shown you graphs, the MTF charts, sloping down to boredom hood. Yeah, I said it. So nice job, son. They're good lenses. The 2 primes are what you debate between. Do you prefer the more tonne and the slighter, more cinematic look, or ultra goofy wide with the 11mm? I don't know, they're both so light. Like, don't get that one because this one's so heavy. It's so much heavier. It's like it's not heavy at all. I don't know, I might lean just this one because you could vlog with it. It looks somewhat cinematic there. It was a movie. So if you for some reason are in the Sony APS C lineup, get the lenses. They're good through my affiliate links, and wait for hopefully a better camera that makes use of them instead of whatever this is. Little blown on those highlights. Dynamic range of a 1-incher. No slow motion to talk about. Where's the 960 frames per second? I'll stop. They let you the lenses be nice. Thank you for sending them. I will send them back. 2 of them. I'll keep 1 for my troubles. And thank you so much for participating today. Shop around. Buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt if you got the time. Subscribe, you could do that.